things people are afraid of, but it's a spirit. So back in the game, here we are. Let's see what they decided to do. What both teams decided to do. Rethink their strategy. Ceske, Czech team in white, EGE from Turkey in blue, and it's still 0-0. And if they don't, if no one scores of these two teams, we'll have penalties after the 10 minutes.
To be honest, I want penalties.
Lorena wants penalties again.
It's fun. I mean,
but it's games like this are also fun to watch because you see new teams like EGE against traditional underwater rugby teams like the Czechs. I don't know how long they play, but I guess they come from an older underwater rugby background than EGE. Really interested because if you don't have the experience, it's difficult to make the decision in the last minutes of the second half to go in with everything. You have to go forward, and I don't know if EGE has the tournament experience to do this.
I think so. I mean, they have really shown that they can adapt to a lot of opponents. So I think that they can take the risk. I mean, right now they're still playing safe.
Yes.
But I guess we have to see if they see in the last 2-3 minutes. But I think, I mean, they look quite stable as goalies and defenders, so maybe they're up to 4 penalties. You know, they prefer instead of risk it, just go to 0-0, and then
I could imagine with the competitiveness of the Turkish players, they are looking forward to 2 penalties. So we have a counterattack from the Turkish players, but was stopped 3-4 meters in front of the Czech basket, but still the Turkish are in ball possession, and was a call from a referee. Free throw against the Czech team, quite close to their basket, at least 3 meters away.
But it has been repeating this. I mean, this situation of just being 5 meters against of the basket of each team constantly. I mean, we just have seen maybe 2 or 3 really action situations where there was really close to a score, and that was it. I mean, like for instance, their position. Now this is a bit more of a situation we didn't have, but they're still passing the ball. The Turks are really defending. They got the ball and they're coming back. I mean, this has been the game since the last 15 minutes.
But both teams, no team wants to lose, but in this situation, both teams see the chance to win, and the next goal probably can decide what will happen. And we're back at the Czech basket 10 seconds before we've been at the...
There's a lot of the players on the surface, the guy holding the ball, which really, waiting for the mates. And now look what happened. The Czechs took advantage of the situation and attacked the player.
6 minutes left.
They recover, and now they are trying to attack, but they're lost in the hand of one of the opponents. Again, fighting back and forth, and now the Turk is going for an attack from above, from the goalkeeper. He passes it to another of the blame to the teammates, and there's one good position under the goalie, but didn't receive the ball, so that's gone.
The Turkish are going for a mixture between causing mayhem and going in with structure. On the one side, they go in with everything push they have. On the other side, there's already a player waiting on the other side. But there was, in the second half, no real threat to any of the goals, neither to the Czech, neither to the Turkish. No, there are 2 players on the open side from the Czech basket, 2 Turkish players, but they didn't receive the ball. 5 minutes. I guess we go in here for penalties, and this will be interesting to have to see the experience of the Czechs against the physical prowess of the Turkish opponent, even for the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds. I couldn't decide which team will make the goal, because they going back and forth, putting each other under pressure, and
there's no clear.
Here again, the same thing.
Team, yes.
Czech attacks, the Turkish conquer the ball and go in for counter-attack themselves, and it's just back and forth of this physical game, strong game. 3 minutes 55. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. They are going for penalties. Maybe.
Of course, they're trying to score. I'm not saying they're not.
Yeah. Nevertheless,
but they're playing safe. I mean, we have now Czech player right under the goalie. But I mean, we had this situation in both teams, in both ends, that they arrived. Goal for the Czech team. That was suddenly the goalie was alone, and from above, probably he led a little bit of a.
It was really the goalkeeper made really angry signs to his colleagues, to his comrades.
They couldn't, but
they go in like bulls. He was kicked in the head, and he just shrugged it off and went in again. So now this is frenzy. This is shark feeding frenzy at the Czech basket, and the second wave of the Turkish go in, tackled away by the Czech, and still in ball control, the Turkish, and but he doesn't have a partner now. They are a little bit more farther away from the basket, preparing their next attack wave. Waiting. But you see they're out of breath. No colleagues. They can play their ball to. It's.
Yeah, but at least they're holding the ball and they're trying. But look, you have a wall of white players there.
Yes. The Czech are.
But he's on the side. He's having the ball, but he's now too high. He lost the angle, and he couldn't really push the goalie aside.
I think it's all or nothing for the
hammering.
Yeah. It's all or nothing for EGE now, and they throw everything in they have. There's a goalkeeper in the back, but that's all. The defenders, the attackers are all in front, and they come in interval waves. But the same problem they had the first 18 minutes. It's impossible for them to score, to push the goalkeeper away, and to get a gap. And
it's really like a fortress. I mean,
the Czech players.
Now would be the chance, but then the ball never arrived. A few situations we had that the Turk was in a good position to receive the ball and maybe attempt to an attack, and never happened. So now they're in a counter-attack, the Czechs, but they're still, stopped in the middle by the Turk. Now they have like a wall there, and they want to let any of the white players through.
40 seconds left. Either nor. It doesn't matter for me which team will win. Both of them earned it, and I feel sorry for the one who loses in this game, because they both worked constantly hard, and it was the Czech with probably more experience, probably with a little bit of luck in the situation, or the mistake from EGE that made it possible for them to score. 10 seconds, 9. That's it. Probably the EGE team will have a harder